Joy, joy, God's great joy. Ooh, yeah, joy, joy, down in my soul. Sweet, beautiful, so saving joy. Joy in my soul. Oh, joy, yeah, God's great joy. Ooh, down in my soul. Sweet, yeah, beautiful, so saving joy. Yeah. Joy in my soul. Listen to the music, the sound of the angels. Come and see a child who can set you lying in a manger, safe from harm and danger. Yeah. Came from above, this precious gift of love. He's more precious than silver and gold. He was sent this holiday to take our pain away. Yeah. Oh, joy in my soul. Sing it up. Yeah. God. Oh, joy. Deep in my, yeah, beautiful soul. Saving joy. Oh, joy. Joy. He gives me joy. Yeah. He gives me joy. Joyous, joyous, joy. Joy in my
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and
We trying to get your day started right, singing joy to the world. I tell you, that fellowship knows how to do it, boy. Oh Lord, have mercy. That got me hyped this morning. Well, let's get it in. Y'all know what time it is. Tell somebody everything's gonna be okay. Hey, oh, hey,
Everything.
Everything's gonna be okay. Gonna hear some good news soon.
oh,
Joy is
oh,
working.
oh.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Get
God
ready
so
for a
loved the world that he
revolution.
gave his
Hey.
only begotten Son,
Everything's gonna be okay.
that whosoever will believe in him shall not perish but have
Everything's gonna be
everlasting life.
Gonna hear some good news today.
Yo, turn my mic up. Y'all ain't see this coming.
Hey.
Get ready to catch this. Come to snatch your righteous mind.
Not your edges.
God is the goal, and then
There's a period.
This thing is real.
Woo, child, we serious.
Intentional, the original. God is in control. Do it for your soul. Gotta let the whole world know. Hey yo, hey yo.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh,
Gonna hear some good news today.
today. Yeah. Yo, everything's gonna be okay. Put it in the comments. Tell somebody. You have no idea how you can be a blessing to somebody already out the gate just by telling them everything's gonna be okay. Just by saying those words, you have no idea. Somebody needs to hear it. Someone's navigating a very difficult season. Someone's navigating a hard time, and they just need to hear in this space everything's gonna be okay. So tell somebody everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything. Everything's gonna be okay. Somebody needs to be encouraged today. Somebody needs to be encouraged. Tell them everything's gonna be okay. Yo, hope y'all had a great weekend. It's Tuesday. We back into the week. We are back into the week. And it's the Christmas week. Y'all done your Christmas shopping yet? I gotta go. I'm planning a whole day of shopping coming up here, which is gonna be fun. Teachers, y'all don't know how to act. Y'all out of school. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Some of y'all, you don't know how to act. You already got a bottle of wine and it's early. It's in the morning. Come on now. Don't lose it, teachers. Y'all, don't turn up too much. Luke chapter 2. Chapter 2. I want to begin reading around verse 16. Luke chapter 2. I want to begin reading around verse 16. So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told them about this child. And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told. The shepherds returned, okay, yeah, that's it. Shepherds returned, yeah, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had seen, which were just as they had been told. You have this moment where they're given a vision of who Jesus is and what he had come to do and who he was going to be. And I just find it interesting the different responses. So it says they came, Put it back up, Devon. Let me look at like the second one. Uh, then the next one, the third one. Go to the next one. Okay. And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. They were all amazed. But listen to what it says about Mary. Listen to this. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. Everyone else was in awe and wonder. They were amazed. But Mary treasured and pondered. I'm still learning all the lessons from 2020 and 2021, and now soon to be 2022. As the as we say in the hood, the Amarion variant makes its way through the land, or technically the Omicron, but in learning how to navigate the world that's in a unique or different pace. Y'all, the pace and the dynamic is just a little different. And we talk about on here all the time, and I've been trying to embrace this in my life, which is much harder than you would think, than I would have thought. Finding a new heart rhythm, finding a slower pace of soul. A slower pace of soul and heart. Being able, and really what it does for me, or what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to show up richer, deeper, more available. It's just amazing how I can just fill my calendar and just go through. And I'm so busy doing my own thing, which, my own thing is significant. I'm ministering to at levels, a lot of people on a weekly basis and running ministry. So my work is good. And a lot of times if your work is good, you can just use it as an excuse of that's my contribution, my work. But how do you show up available for conversation? How do you show up available with grace? How do you show up available with peace and love? How do you show up available with kindness and forgiveness? So many of us are going to be showing up for loved ones, or you're going to have time and text, and there are people. How do you show up from a place? How do you show up from a prepared place? How do you show up intentionally? How do you show up in those spaces, in those times, as God's ambassador? Watch this. How do you even show up for yourself so that you might give grace to yourself? So I've been trying to slow my soul. Don't you know how they say slow your roll? No, I've been trying to slow my soul. And I think what Mary does in this passage is what we need to do in this season as we sit. Watch this. As we sit in the wonder and the glory of who Jesus is and what he's come to do and who he's going to be, everyone else was amazed. Everyone else was in awe and wonder, but Mary treasured and pondered. Everybody else was in awe and wonder, but Mary treasured and pondered. Sometimes I wonder if our default with God in Jesus and his story is awe and wonder, but it doesn't lend itself to slowing down in deep reflection and treasure and ponder. it may be as we go into this season, maybe not so much exclusively awe and wonder, but maybe we ought to sit and treasure and ponder because the implications of who he is real. And I don't just need to be amazed by it. I need to be changed by it. And that requires me to treasure it and to ponder it and to sit in it. And watch this. What happens then is when I show up from a pondered place, a treasured place, not just a wondered place. I, it, it's something about her response that says, "Yeah, I'm treasuring this, and I'm pondering this," because contrary to the popular belief, hey, let me tell you something. Gabriel, shepherds, all of them folks there, ain't none of them got to carry that baby within them. Ain't none of them gonna be pregnant with that baby. Ain't none of them gonna have to walk that thing out. So Mary was like, I'm glad y'all amazed and all this other kind of stuff. I'm treasuring it and I'm also pondering it because I gotta carry it. I gotta sit with it. This thing is gonna affect me deeply. You see what I'm saying? This thing's going to affect me deeply, so I got to sit with this thing deeply. I'm telling you this gospel, this truth about Jesus Christ. It's going to affect you deeply. And in order for it to affect you deeply the way that it needs to, you should probably sit with it deeply. In January, we're launching a fast together. We're going to fast together in January. But I encourage you, so start praying about that. Start praying about what food you want to offer up as a fast, so that God might feed your soul. So think about how you are going to change your relationship with food during the fast in January. We're gonna go 21 days in January. I'll let you know when we start next week. So we'll talk about that next week. But why don't you spend this week treasuring and pondering, treasuring the power of the story of Jesus, and pondering, how might this affect me more deeply? How might the truth of who he is shape and change and form me in a much more deeper way? Mary, everybody else was amazed. Mary, though, she said, I'm going to treasure this, but I need to think about this. I need to ponder this. I need to sit in this. I encourage you this week. Treasure the memories, treasure the moment, and be excited about the season. But find places to sit deeply and ponder it this week. Don't just slow your roll. Slow your soul. Slow your soul. Treasure and ponder on the things of Jesus. I'll see y'all tomorrow.